My beloved child, listen to me. I know you're tired. I know you've been trying to stay strong. And you're good at smiling when others are watching. But when the room goes quiet, when you finally lay down at night, your mind gets loud, and your heart feels heavy, and you wonder if anyone sees you. I see you. I saw you when you were crying and you didn't tell anyone. I saw you when you sat in your car and stared at the steering wheel, trying to breathe, trying to stop the shaking, trying to calm the storm in your chest. I saw you when you pretended you were fine in front of everyone, but inside you felt like you were breaking apart. And I want you to hear me clearly, because I did not bring you here just to abandon you. Everything will be fine, I promise. I know that sounds impossible right now. I know your circumstances are loud. The bills are loud. The heartbreak is loud. The diagnosis is loud. The betrayal is loud. The uncertainty is loud. The loneliness is loud. And fear has a way of making you feel like the worst thing is inevitable. But I am God, and I am speaking to you right now. Not to entertain you, but to rescue you. Because you have been carrying burdens you were never meant to carry alone. You have been dragging heavy thoughts through every day, waking up tired, going to bed tired, trying to make it through, hoping that tomorrow will be lighter. And I'm telling you, my child, tomorrow will come, and you will still be standing. You will still be here. You are not going to be destroyed by this. You may be shaken, yes. You may be stretched, yes. You may be tested, yes. But you will not be defeated, because I am with you, not far away, not watching from a distance, not waiting for you to get it together before I move toward you. I am with you right now, in the middle of your mess, in the middle of your confusion, in the middle of your tears, in the middle of your unanswered questions. I am not intimidated by what scares you. I am not overwhelmed by what overwhelms you. I am not confused by what confuses you. I am the one who holds time in my hands. And if you could see what I see, if I could peel back the veil for just one moment and let you glimpse what is coming, you would stop panicking. You would stop assuming you're being punished. You would stop believing the lie that you are forgotten. Because heaven is not silent. Heaven is moving. Your life is not stuck, even when you feel trapped, even when you feel delayed, even when you feel like everyone else is advancing and you're still in the same place, still in the same struggle, still in the same pain. You are not stuck. You are being shaped. You are being strengthened. You are being prepared. I know you don't like the waiting. You want to see it now. You want the answer now. You want the breakthrough now. You want the healing now. You want the relationship restored now. You want the door open now. But you don't understand what I'm protecting you from, and you don't yet see what I'm building inside of you. You asked me for peace, but peace isn't built in comfort. Peace is built in trust. You asked me for strength, but strength is not formed in ease. Strength is formed in endurance. You asked me to use your life, and I heard you, and I love your heart, but I cannot place you on a platform if your foundation is still weak. So I have been strengthening your foundation, even in the darkness, even when you didn't feel me, even when you said, God, where are you? I was right there, because I am close to the brokenhearted. The Trexies, I draw near to the weary. I gather up every tear you think doesn't matter. And I need you to understand something, my child. The delay is not denial. The silence is not absence. The waiting is not wasted. And what you call nothing happening, I call everything aligning. There are things I have to move into place. There are people I have to remove from your path. There are storms I have to calm at the right time. There are battles you don't even know are happening, and I am fighting for you. You think you're losing because you don't see immediate evidence. But I am not a God of moments only. I am a God of process. And I am writing a story that will make you weep with gratitude one day. One day you will look back and say, God, you were protecting me. One day you will look back and say, God, You were preparing me. One day you will look back and say, God, you were faithful. And you will realize that what nearly broke you became the very thing that built you. So don't call this season a dead end. This is not the end. This is a bend. This is a turning point. This is a chapter, not the whole book. I know it feels like you've been holding your breath for too long. I know you've been trying to believe. You keep telling yourself, just trust God. But inside you're scared. You're anxious. You're exhausted. So listen to me. Come closer. Let me carry what you can't carry. Let me take the weight of tomorrow off your shoulders. You were never meant to live like this. You were never meant to be haunted by worry every hour. You were never meant to be controlled by fear. Fear is not your master. I am, and I do not lead my children into destruction. I lead them into life. So why are you so afraid? Because you're trying to predict what you cannot control. Because you're trying to see the future without faith. Because you've been hurt before, and you don't want to be disappointed again. Yes, I know. Some people promised you things and broke them. Some people said, I'll be there, and they left. Some people said, I love you, and it turned into pain. Some people made you believe they were safe, and they betrayed you. So now you flinch at hope. You don't even want to expect good things anymore, because you don't want the pain of being let down. But I am not like them. When I promise, I fulfill. When I speak, I do not lie. When I hold you, I do not let go. I am not a temporary comfort. I am eternal. I am faithful. I am consistent. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I am telling you again, everything will be fine. Not because you are strong enough, not because you are lucky, not because your situation is easy. Everything will be fine because I am God, and I am in your life. And if I am in it, it will not end in ruin. It will end in redemption. Let me remind you of who I am. I am the God who makes a way in the wilderness. I am the God who parts seas. I am the God who brings water out of rocks. I am the God who raises dead things back to life. I am the God who restores what was stolen. I am the God who heals what was damaged. I am the God who speaks peace to storms. So why would I fail you now? Why would I stop loving you now? Why would I abandon you in your most fragile moment? No, come to me. You don't need perfect words. You don't need to impress me. You don't need to pray like a preacher. You just need honesty. Even if all you can say is, God, I'm scared. Even if all you can say is, God, I don't understand. Even if all you can say is, God, I need you. I will meet you there, because I am not searching for performance. I am searching for your heart, and I already have it. I know you. I know the thoughts you never say out loud. I know what you fear will happen. I know what you're trying to prevent. I know what you're trying to prevent. I know what you're still grieving. I know what you miss. I know what you wish you could change. I know the guilt you've been carrying, and I want to free you from it, because you have been punishing yourself for things I already forgave. You have been replaying old mistakes and assuming they disqualified you. But hear me. Your past is not your prison. Your mistakes are not your identity. You are not the worst thing you've ever done. You are my child. You are loved. You are chosen. You are kept. You are being transformed. And even if you feel like a mess right now, you are still mine. Still mine. Even in weakness, you are mine. Even in depression, you are mine. Even in failure, you are mine. Even in confusion, you are mine. Even when you don't feel spiritual, you are mine. Even when you have doubts, you are mine. I am not holding your weakness against you. I am holding your hand through it. So breathe. Stop rushing your healing. Stop pressuring yourself to be okay overnight. Even the earth takes time to produce fruit. Even the tree takes seasons to grow. Even the seed must sit in darkness before it breaks open into life. You too are in a process, and I am not late. I am never late. I am never early. I am always on time, and I am working. Right now. I am working in ways you cannot measure. I am working through closed doors. I am working through disappointment. I am working through delays. I am working through loss. I am working through the very thing you thought would destroy you. Because I specialize in turning ashes into beauty. I specialize in turning mourning into dancing. I specialize in turning pain into purpose. So don't think this pain is meaningless. Don't think your tears are wasted. Don't think your prayers are ignored. I have heard every whisper, every desperate cry, every silent plea, every prayer you prayed with shaking hands and exhausted faith. I heard you, and I am answering. Sometimes my answer is immediate, and sometimes my answer is a process. But my answer is always love. My child, do you know what I'm doing right now? I'm building your faith in me, not in outcomes. Because if your faith depends on outcomes, you will always be anxious. But if your faith depends on me, you will have peace, no matter what happens. And that peace is what you need. Because the enemy has been trying to steal your peace. He has been whispering lies at night. He has been reminding you of worst-case scenarios. He has been telling you, it's not going to work out. He has been telling you, you're going to lose everything. He has been telling you, you're alone. He has been telling you, you're not enough. And you've been listening, not because you're weak, but because you're tired. So I am speaking louder now. I am interrupting the lies. I am reminding you of truth. Truth is not what fear says. Truth is what I say. And I say, you will be okay. You will make it. This will not break you. This will not end you. This will not ruin you. You will not die in this valley. You will walk through it, and you will emerge with a testimony. Yes, a testimony. Something you will one day speak out loud and say, God carried me. Something that will one day bring comfort to someone else who's sitting in darkness the way you are sitting now. But first you must survive this season. And you will, not by your own strength, but by mine. So let me hold you. Let me speak peace to you. Let me replace your fear with my presence. Even now, in this moment, I want you to release your shoulders. You've been tense for too long. You've been bracing for impact. But I am telling you, you don't have to brace anymore. I am your shield. I am your defender. I am your provider. I am your refuge. And I do not lose those I love. So stop calling yourself a burden. Stop calling yourself too much. Stop calling yourself broken beyond repair. You are not beyond my reach. You are not beyond my healing. You are not beyond my love. You are not beyond my restoration. You are not too far gone. I will bring you back. I will rebuild you. I will renew you. I will restore what you thought was ruined. Because I do not waste pain. And I do not waste you. Now listen carefully. There are moments in your life when you feel like you are drowning, not in water, but in worry. And worry tells you if you don't control everything, everything will fall apart. But I am asking you now, give me control. Not because I want to take from you, but because I want to free you. Let me carry tomorrow. Let me carry the outcome. Let me carry the burden of making everything work. You are not God, and you don't have to be. I am God, and I am enough. The same God who kept you through what you already survived is the God who will keep you through what you're facing now. Think about it. There were moments you thought you would never recover from. There were nights you thought you wouldn't make it through. There were days you thought your heart would never heal. But you're here. You're still here because I kept you, and I'm not done keeping you. So do not be afraid of the future. I am already there. I am already in your tomorrow. I am already in your next season. I am already in your breakthrough. I am already in your healing. I am already in your new beginning. You just haven't arrived yet. But you will. And when you do, you'll realize I was guiding you the whole time, even when you didn't understand, even when you didn't feel me, even when you questioned everything. I was guiding you, and I will continue, because you are mine, and I love you. Now, my child, I need you to hear something that may surprise you. Your life is not falling apart. It is falling into place. It may not look like it. It may not feel like it. But I am rearranging things. I am removing what cannot come with you. I am separating you from what would poison you later. I am closing doors that you keep trying to reopen. Not because I'm punishing you, but because I'm protecting you. You don't understand why it ended. You don't understand why it failed. You don't understand why they left. You don't understand why it didn't happen the way you planned. But I see the whole road. You see one step. I see the entire journey. And I promise you, if I closed it, it was not your loss. It was your rescue. Because you have asked me for a better life. You have asked me for peace. You have asked me for purpose. You have asked me for joy. But you cannot carry poison into a promised land. So I am purifying. I am refining. I am pruning. Yes. Pruning hurts. Pruning feels like loss. Pruning feels like reduction. Pruning feels like loneliness. But pruning is love, because pruning prepares you for more fruit. And you are about to bear fruit, my child. You are about to see answered prayers. You are about to see favor. You are about to see restoration. You are about to see my hand move in ways that will make you whisper, "Only God, only God, only God could have done this. Only God could have opened this door. Only God could have healed this. Only God could have restored what was broken. Only God could have made a way." But first, you must trust me in the waiting, because the waiting is where faith becomes real. Anyone can worship when it's easy. Anyone can praise when the blessings are obvious. But to trust me when you cannot trace me, that is faith. And I honor faith. I respond to faith, even small faith, even shaky faith, even faith that says, "God, I don't know how, but I believe you will." That faith moves heaven. That faith shifts things. That faith keeps you standing. So hold on, not to your own strength. Hold on to my word, because my word is a foundation. My word does not break. My word does not fail. And I have spoken over you. Everything will be fine. I promise. My beloved child, I know the thoughts that circle your mind when the world goes quiet. I know the way you try to be brave, even when your heart feels like it's carrying more than it can hold. And I need you to hear me clearly, not as a distant voice, not as a cold command, but as the tender Father who formed you. I am here. You have been afraid that what you're facing is too big, too heavy, too complicated. You've looked ahead and tried to calculate how everything will work out, and it has stolen your peace. But I did not design you to live under the weight of tomorrow. I designed you to walk with me, one step at a time, one breath at a time, one day at a time. So come closer. Let your soul unclench, because the truth is this: I am already in your future. I am not trying to catch up to your problems. I am not surprised by your situation, and I am not confused about what to do with your life. I know what I am building, even when you cannot see it. You keep asking why the timing feels slow, why the answers feel delayed, why the doors seem closed. But you cannot yet see what I am protecting you from. Some doors I close because behind them is a sorrow you never needed to carry. Some paths I block because they would have taken you away from the peace you prayed for. And some delays are not punishment. They are preparation. I am strengthening your inner life so that when you arrive where you begged me to take you, you will not collapse under the weight of it. There are things I am rearranging that you cannot measure. I am moving what must be moved. I am removing what cannot stay. I am aligning what belongs together. And yes, sometimes alignment feels like loss at first. Sometimes it feels like confusion. Sometimes it feels like loneliness. But I do not waste your suffering. I do not waste your waiting. I do not waste your tears. My child, you are not weak because you feel tired. You are not faithless because you have questions. You are not broken beyond repair because your heart has been wounded. You are in a season of healing, and healing often hurts because it means something is changing. So let me speak to the places you've been hiding. You have been carrying guilt like it is your identity, but I never asked you to wear shame. I already know your story, the parts you regret, the things you wish you could undo, the moments you replay. And I am telling you now, your past is not your prison. I am not holding it over your head. I am holding you in my hands. When you bring me your failures, I do not push you away. I draw you near. I cleanse. I restore. I redeem. You have also been afraid that you are alone in this, that no one truly understands, that you have to keep it together, because if you fall apart, everything will fall apart. But listen, you are not the foundation of your life. I am. Your life is not held together by your perfection. It is held together by my faithfulness. And I am faithful even when you are trembling. So stop bracing for disaster. Stop expecting the worst as if fear is prophecy. Fear has been talking too much, and you've been listening because you are exhausted. But I am speaking louder now. I am cutting through the noise. I am reminding you of truth. Truth is not what anxiety whispers at midnight. Truth is what I declare over you. You will not be destroyed by this. You will not be swallowed by this season. You will not remain in this valley forever. You will walk through it, and you will come out with strength you didn't know you had. Yes, there are battles you cannot see. Yes, there are moments when it feels like nothing is changing. But I am working even when the evidence is hidden. I am guiding even when the road is unclear. I am supplying even when you don't know how it will come. I am opening doors you haven't even thought to knock on. I am placing help where you didn't expect it. I am creating a way where there was none, and I want you to stop measuring my love by your circumstances. My love is not proven by a painless life. My love was proven on the cross, and it has not changed. I loved you at your best, and I loved you at your lowest. I loved you before you understood me, and I love you while you are learning. I do not love you because you never struggle. I love you because you are mine. So here is what I ask of you today. Give me today, not next year, not 10 years from now, not every possible outcome your mind can imagine. Give me this day, this moment, and let that be enough. When the worry rises, return to me. When the fear returns, return to me. When the sadness comes, return to me. You do not have to carry those waves alone. I will steady you. I will strengthen you. I will teach you how to breathe again. And I will give you signs of my goodness along the way, small mercies, unexpected encouragement, open doors, divine timing, comfort that doesn't make sense. I will remind you, again and again, that you are being guided. My child, the enemy wants you to quit in the middle of becoming. He wants you to step out of the process before the promise is revealed. He wants you to believe that because it is hard, it must be wrong. But some of the holiest places are the hardest places, because that is where your faith becomes roots, not just words. So stand. Even if your knees shake, stand. Even if you don't feel strong, stand. Even if your voice is quiet, stand. I am strengthening you in ways you will one day thank me for. And one day, yes, one day, you will look back and realize that the very season you thought was breaking you was the season I was building you. Now let my peace settle over you like a covering. Let it quiet the storm inside your thoughts. Let it slow the racing of your heart. Let it remind you that you are safe with me. And as you rise from this moment, I want you to carry this promise, not as a vague wish, but as a holy certainty. Everything will be fine. Not because you can control everything, but because I am God, and I am guiding you. Not because life will never hurt again, but because I will never leave you. Not because you will always understand, but because I will always be faithful. So rest in me tonight. Release the weight. Release the fear. Release the need to figure it all out. And let your soul breathe again. For I am with you, and I will finish what I started. I promise.